Kobal the Pestilent. He's got kind of an amazing image over here. He looks very cool. He's a strong, easy to get caster. Very fragile, but easy to get a hold of him. Doesn't take long to farm for. See a lot of levels early on that you can do, and can then continue to build up his star level. Let's look at his stats. See Plague Spreader, chance disease on any crit, and Quick Starter starts all dungeons with added ability energy. It'd be interesting to see. We've got pretty high attack, say fairly low defense, and low health, high skill. Pretty standard for a caster. His abilities, looks like I've already ascended him once. We've got Pandemic Swarm. This attacks everyone on the other team for fairly low damage, but with chance for disease. So again, whenever these say chance of some status effect, usually that means 100% minus the resistance of the other teammate, or of the other of your enemies. So those seem to occur fairly often. And disease is a nice one to inflict. That lowers a lot of their stats. And then Arcane Bolts. So this is again on all enemies. So he's got a couple, and probably he could do fairly low, but damage to the entire other team. Let's look at his next ascension. So he's got crowd control. Again on the whole team. So he's very squishy. But he does have these 3 skills that you'll eventually get that will all be attack the entire enemy team. Without too much damage, but again here, this one lowers the defense of the team. This could be interesting, even just as a fun way to go through the campaign. Let's see what these, so that one's not going to show us a cooldown. But here, we've got a 5-turn cooldown, so that's nice, that's pretty quick. And a 4-turn cooldown. I would assume that last one might be a low cooldown as well. You could be just about casting these every turn, especially if you had someone like Echo in your party as well. So it may be a fast way. If you've got him in your party, I could see something like even a lower. A lot of the time when you're playing this game, you end up going through and grinding earlier levels to get hero tokens. You could, use him, go through those levels very quickly just using these Mass Effect spells. So it could be an interesting, kind of a fun way to do that as well. I think he's fairly squishy for using in something like dungeon raiding, but doing the same kind of thing, you might come up with a good strategy for using him for campaigns just to clear out mobs very quickly. Probably not quite as strong for bosses, but clearing those mobs can be important as well.